Hello, everybody. I'm here with my friend Patricia. She's right there.
Hi.
We listed her as one of our top women to watch in 2017 because of her contributions to the arts, and the influence and the inspiration that she's for many girls, women, and men.
This is a great honor for me. I'm overwhelmed to be in that list. So thank you very much.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I was born in El Salvador in the 1970s, and then the war struck. So
Okay.
my family escaped to Montreal, Quebec, in Canada. So that's where I grew up in a French-speaking society. And I became a filmmaker, and presently I am located in Los Angeles.
You make it sound so easy. I just became a filmmaker. And a successful one at that. How do you get the bug to become a filmmaker?
I was 4 years old the first time I realized that I wanted to do this for a living for the rest of my life. And slowly, little by little, I got involved in different projects at school. And when I was 16 years old, I made my first video. It was the first time I held a camera in my hand. Immediately, I fell in love with the camera and the process of interacting with people and directing them and, telling a story through different voices. And the video got the attention of the prom committee, a graduation night, and they screened it there. So I was very impressed at something that I did on my own time as a hobby, as a side project, got viewed by an audience. I then went to study filmmaking for 5 years in college and university. I graduated with honors, and that allowed me to get some grants to go do my internship in Paris, France, with a French film producer. So I learned all the process of making drama films in France. And when I came back, I got another internship at the National Film Board of Canada to learn how to direct documentaries. And it was the Women in Film Association who allowed me that opportunity. But I love so much what I do, I'm not afraid of the long hours and the hectic schedules and the uncertainty that our field brings in terms of budgets and opportunities and deadlines. I just go with the flow. I live in the present moment. I do my best every day to make it happen. And sometimes it doesn't come the way we think it will come. And I just trust the process that whatever comes is for the good of the project. And because it's a very challenging career, no one is offering you the money to make a movie, or the phone doesn't ring on its own. You gotta just do the work and seek out the opportunities and find the right people. I have been very fortunate that along the way I have kept collaborators that are very close to me, and we're very loyal to each other. And I'd like to mention a few. My producer, Byron A. Martin, I met at TIFF at the Toronto International Film Festival in 2011. And since then, we've been collaborating. While I'm in LA, I have a writer here in LA, Kamal John Iskander, that is amazing, and he is co-writing with me Montreal Girls, my feature to be shot in Montreal. So I've directed over 25 music videos, a dozen TV series. I had a 10-year career in television as a director, producer, and series producer. I did things for Oxygen, Animal Planet, MTV, Showcase, Showtime, Life Network back in the day. When the economy crash happened in 2009, a lot of the networks did not renew a lot of the shows. So during that time that was very slow, it coincided with me not feeling aligned with reality television and nonfiction entertainment anymore. I don't want to say that about the whole television industry, but some of the shows I worked, they were not very ethical, where the director had to push for drama, conflict, and you know what I mean? And it's not who I am. I just felt this is not for me. And I was getting paid a lot of money. I had that lifestyle where I didn't even wash my hair by myself. I remember it was so cold one January, and I booked a flight and left. It's the opposite now. Now I live to the minimum. Independent cinema doesn't pay the bills. But it's so much more rewarding in terms of purpose. So now I'm very selective with the content I produce and I direct. So I gave up the high life in terms of in financial terms. I feel I'm contributing to a higher purpose.
How is it as a filmmaker to make it to Cannes or Sundance, you know?
Cannes is a very complex festival because a lot of people have films there. I was at the short film corner. That one of my films, Serpent's Lullaby, got a mention. The programmers from around the world, they select their favorite shorts from each country, and he was selected among the 4 shorts coup de cœur from Canada.
One of the main guidelines that we had to select you, not only for your filmmaking career, which it's extensive, lots of accolades and the sacrifices that you've made, but really important, especially in these times, is the fact that you decided to tell a story about sexual fluidity and giving a big platform for women and the LGBT community.
The film is called Morning After. It's written by Christian Hotko. To make a movie about sexual fluidity, there is judgment, you know. People would say, "What do you make movies about that?" It's a story that hasn't been told. Sexual fluidity is like the colors of the rainbow. That's how we compare it, because everybody's unique and everybody's different. And even within the LGBT community, there's no such thing anymore about I'm 100% lesbian or 100% heterosexual or 100% bisexual or 100% transgender. You're a little bit of different shades, and you can evolve and transform yourself within your life with different experiences. So I believe that love has no identity.
We're living in times filled with hate, especially now we're entering into a very dark age with the new leadership in the US. And the people that are in control there are going to be very aggressive towards the rights of women, the rights of the LGBT community, same-sex marriage, and we don't even know what else to expect. You're telling a very important story that needs to be told.
It's a little depressing, to be honest. I'm in California, which is a very liberal state. That's the reason why I'm making it even more, you know, because now is the right time. Now is the time for us to tell those stories. And if we were in happier times, I would be directing something else, you know, about climate change. And if people attack me because I show something, well, it makes me validate my purpose even more.
What is for 2017 in store for you?
Releasing, promoting, traveling with Morning After, continue to develop my feature films, Montreal Girls, and developing further the script of Morning After, because the 15-minute short is a proof of feature for the longer film. Christian Hotko already wrote a few drafts for the feature film, and it's really funny, so we have to polish it.
A question as a filmmaker, when do you know you're done?
When I have no further corrections. There's one moment where everybody watches the movie and they're crying and they said, "Oh my God, that's it. We got it."
What would you tell 10-year-old Patricia if you had her in front of you right now?
What I told the little girl that I was, that she would become in the future, I made a movie about it.
Okay.
It's called La Promesse, Promise. And I told her, always keep your promises, always keep dreaming. I keep my promises, so I don't make a lot of promises because I want to keep them, you know.
Congratulations on everything and all the best for 2017 from me and everybody at Fitinyourdress.com.
Thank you so much, Carlos, and Fitinyourdress.com. It's a great honor for me to be in this list, and I will take it as a huge responsibility to keep doing my best and always bringing content that has a lot of awareness and consciousness to the world.
We really are looking at you now. You're an inspiration for all of us.
Thank you very much. Fitinyourdress.com. So many more possibilities.